you guys know, I ended up going to PAX West 2024. Steel Studios had a gigantic booth here, and they ended up having a huge birthday party for Freddy Fazbear himself, and let anyone who attended play the upcoming game, The Secret of the Mimic. Going into PAX West, I had one mission. I was going to get that first 50 goodie bags. I arrived at the expo hall queue a tiny bit after 8, and let me tell you, it was so freaking busy. Eventually, the doors did open though. When I tell you guys, this is both the most exciting and stressful moment of my life, oh my god, I'm not lying. Finally, I did end up getting in line though. We made it. This booth that Steel Studios set up, oh my goodness. It was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my entire life. There was a prize counter, stage, arcades, arts and crafts, and so much more. I was one of the first 50 to get in line, so I got my special gift bag. I'm gonna do a huge haul of everything I got at PAX West at the end of this video, so stay tuned. So here's a little look at the prize booth for you guys. So each day, the items inside get refilled, and you're able to win a prize by winning Freddy's birthday games each day. Some of these games included like hula hoops, limbo, and finally the game I tried, Pin the Eyes on Roxy. Poor Roxy and her eye traumas, by the way.
If anyone would like to see what character you are most attuned to, check your Fazora. 100% accurate. There's no line right now. See what character you identify with the most.
I also tried out Ultimate Custom Night and wanted to beat 50-20 mode, and I did it! Just kidding. I wish! I did attempt it though. Honestly, I was shaking too much out of excitement to be able to focus on the game itself, so I did terribly. Next up, I tried the FNAF personality machine thingy. It essentially like senses your aura and tells you which FNAF character you are, so let's get into that.
I'm not gonna let go until that light turns on. Okay. Think Five Nights at Freddy's, okay? Five Nights at Freddy's.
I honestly think I got Freddy Fazbear just because of the headband, but that's just a theory, guys. Finally, I went and spent my free quarter on the cupcake prize machine in order to get my very own 10th anniversary Faz coin. I also went over to the arts and crafts booth in order to make my very own paper pal, which went terribly wrong. I also found some cool pins at these tables, which I'll show my full haul of later. Finally, my time was just about up at the Freddy Fazbear birthday booth, and I didn't think things could get any better until they did. The man, the myth, the legend, Glamrock Freddy came out, and when I tell you guys I was freaking out, I was freaking out. This is my favorite animatronic, guys. I love this man so much. So seeing him in person, oh my god. Here's some more angles and looks at how the booth was decorated. They had tons of fun posters, neon signs, Puppet was there, Glamrock Cupcake, and even props from the FNAF Ruin DLC. Next up, I wanted to head over to the Mimic booth and finally play The Secret of the Mimic demo, but the line was cut off, so I decided to kill some time at the Sanshi booth. They had a ton of FNAF merch there, and I settled on the Possessed Fredbear plushie, which was actually released for FNAF's 10th anniversary, and I also got another one on day 2, but we'll talk more about that later. I finally ended up getting into the Secret of the Mimic demo booth, and let me tell you, I had no idea it was VR, but I was so excited. This booth was decorated with a ton of different posters, some cool security camera screens, and even this giant animatronic Jackie. The Eclipse animatronic from last year was also there, so seeing him in person was insane. Now about the Mimic game. I was strictly forbidden from filming anything in there, okay guys? But I did get one photo of me in the VR headset just as proof that I actually played the game. It was nothing like Help Wanted or Help Wanted 2, where there's like a hub and then you play different mini games and stuff like that. Instead, The Secret of the Mimic was more like Security Breach or Ruin turned VR, since it is a free roam game. Now for this demo, there were 2 different gameplay options, both the manager's office and the chase, and I played both of them, so let's talk about it. The first option was the manager office. In this half of the demo, you traveled through a factory in the 70s. You encounter our dear friend Jackie and wind up her box before she pops out to say hello. Then you take that crank that was used to wind up Jackie's box and use it to open a door in the mail room, I think? I don't really know. In there resides a super old and spooky staff bot from the 70s, and then you go over to a generator in the corner of the room and try to start it up so you can progress in the game, But as you're attempting to do this, Jackie breaks in the room and starts throwing everything and tears a hole through the wall for you to escape. Poor Jackie, not having the best day, I think. That's the end of the manager office, and the other gameplay was called The Chase, like I mentioned before. This segment took off where we left last, running away from Jackie through the walls and tunnels of the factory. You essentially try and avoid Jackie's super long arms as you run through, and you had to find and pull quite a few levers in order to escape. You eventually find yourself in a vent, and just as Jackie's about to grab you and kill you or whatever, the vent collapses, and I was like, this is giving Cassie, poor girl. We also get a look at Jackie's jump scare right after this. Even though I didn't die, I still got to see the jump scare, so that was really cool. Honestly, I am so freaking excited for this game to come out. A lot of people's biggest complaints about the game is that it's too similar to Poppy Playtime, but I honestly disagree after playing the game. It reminds me a lot more of a mix of Ruin and Security Breach. Obviously, I mean, it's a FNAF game, more than Poppy Playtime. The only really similarities is that I guess it has a chase scene like Poppy Playtime does, and it's set in a factory like Poppy Playtime is, but it's a very different factory. It's a very different chase scene to an extent, obviously. So I just don't think it's similar enough for people to say it's a Poppy Playtime ripoff. I think that's crazy. After I ended up finishing the demo, the Steel Wool employees gave me an adorable 10th anniversary pin, which I will show you guys later again. I also went back the next day and they gave me a holographic mango card, which I will show you guys. After playing this demo, I went and found some of my fellow creator friends, and oh my god, these guys are the sweetest people I've ever met. I didn't film a lot during this time because I honestly was just living in the moment. I was so happy to talk to all these people. I didn't want to whip out a camera, so I didn't, but here's a few pictures as compensation. My favorite part of day one was probably witnessing Ducko definitely, totally, legitimately beat 50-20 mode on the Ultimate Custom Night Arcade, so let's get into my POV.
Oh, he's gonna do it! He's gonna be the
my god! After this happened, I also got to talk to Ducko a little bit more, and he let me take a picture with him. He was super sweet, said he loved my phone case, so thanks, Ducko. After this, it was the end of the night, and we all went home. Just kidding, we went to Chuck E. Cheese after. I know, on brand for FNAF fans. Ducko's invited a huge group of us to all hang out there after PAX closed, so here's a huge group picture of all of us. Animatronic was also there, but she left before we could take the group picture, and oh my god, seeing her was so surreal because she's been a huge inspiration for me on YouTube, and she's genuinely such a sweet person. I love her. I forgot to mention earlier, but Ducko actually added a special thing to the prize booth that was able to be won by anybody who participated in the birthday games, and it was a one-of-one prototype Funtime Foxy Hex plushie. Huggo's Pizzeria ended up winning it, and I have never seen more joy in someone's eyes than him in that moment.
No way! Yeah! Oh my god!
Once we got to Chuck E. Cheese, me and a few other people actually snuck into his bag when he went to the bathroom and completely rearranged his plushie to prank him. Please don't snitch, guys. We also had a huge skee ball tournament where I didn't do too terrible. I was still like 10k off from winning though.
Wait, if I get this, I win.
Yeah. If you get this, you win.
Oh. Attic, on the other hand, cooked and demolished all of us. Idy's Fantasy actually ended up giving me her Dreadbear U2's figure, and I will forever be in debt to her. She's one of the sweetest people I've ever met. Honestly, day 2 was a lot more chill. I got to hang out around the Steel Wool booth again, and I played some Little Nightmares 3, and I saw some of the most insane cosplays at the cosplay contest hosted at the Steel Wool Studios booth. Withered Creations made this insane Withered Bonnie cosplay, and it actually looks real. Just saying, it's terrifying. And then Skycrow made an Ennard cosplay, and this thing, he made it in 2 weeks. How did he make it in 2 weeks? I have no idea, but oh my god, I'm so impressed. I also finally got my photo ops with the other animatronics at the booth. I got one with not just Roxy, not just Freddy, but also Roxy and Freddy simultaneously, which was pretty awesome. Around this time, I also met John from FNAF, and oh my god, he's so nice. He let me take a picture with him as well and said he loved my headband, so that was super sweet. Finally, it was time for the final birthday party of the day. I finally got in the booth myself, and oh my god, it was so sad having to say goodbye to this beautiful and amazing FNAF booth. TNT Muffin was also there with me, so we got to hang out for a little bit, and he ended up winning one of the contests. It was like a little ball in the cup thingy. He redeemed his prize and then gave me the ticket. So I'll show you guys that in a little bit. We also did some arts and crafts while we were there, and Steel Wool Studios ended up hanging up our little drawings. If you guys saw our drawings there, let me know. Finally, we ended the day saying hello to the wet floor bot from Security Breach and Ruin. And oh my god, it's so freaking adorable. I love it so much. The regular sauce cooked with literally every single robot that he made for this event. It's actually insane. I also had all of the Steel Wool Studios employees that I saw while being there sign my badge, which I'll show you guys really soon. All right, guys, haul time. I got a ton of stuff, so let's get into it. First up, here's everything that came in my first 50 bag. I got these temporary tattoos. Ooh. I also got this little cupcake figure. He's so adorable. Someone gifted me this Freddy Fazbear figure. It actually didn't come in my bag, but I did end up getting it. Next up, I also got this gigantic poster, which is awesome, and it has a coloring sheet on the back of it, which is cool. This is probably one of my favorite things that I got, but I got a bunch of FNAF like trading cards, so let me show you them. We have Glitch Trap, Nightmare Fredbear, Glamrock Freddy, Bonnet, I love this one, Roxy and Cassie, aww. We have Freddy Fazbear, Chica, You're My Superstar, it's Gregory and Glamour Freddy. We have Monty Gator, The Band, which includes Glamour Bonnie, which is so cool. We also have Mixus, just a normal Five Nights at Freddy's Help 1 and 2 card. We have Foxy, Ballora, the Daycare Attendants, Gregory and Cassie, Scrap Baby, Funtime Freddy, Vanny. That's all the cards that I got. They're all also super nice quality, so that just makes it 10 times better. And finally, what you've probably all been waiting for from the first 50 bag is the exclusive PAX West U2's pin. Let me try and get a good angle of this for you guys, but it says PAX. It's the pin that Cassie wears in the Ruin DLC on her outfit. It's sparkly, it's adorable, I freaking love it. Look at this thing. Now, these pins are already selling for hundreds to thousands of dollars on eBay, and it's actually insane. Can we ban scalpers from PAX West next year, please? Now, although that was all that I got in my first 50 bag, let's talk about the rest of the stuff I got here. A fan gifted me these two adorable bracelets. One says Bonnie, one says Eclipse. I haven't stopped wearing them since I got home, so whoever gifted me these, I love you. Next up, I went to the FNAF booth, so let's show you guys what I got. Here's Fredbear. Let me take him out. So here he is. He's so cute. I've been wanting this guy since they dropped, so I'm so glad I finally got it. But I got another FNAF plush as well. Here's the other plushie that I ended up getting, and it's Chica. She was actually sold out the first day because I was gonna get her then too, but I ended up finding her at the second day once they restocked. Now I'm gonna show you guys all the pins that I acquired at the event. So starting off, I got this Sanshi pin once I bought those plushies. It says PAX West. Now onto the FNAF pin. Starting off strong, we have Chica. Next up, we have Circus Baby. Also, here's the Mimic. I ended up accidentally getting 3 of him, so I'll probably be giving away the other 2 at future conventions that I go to. Next up, we have Foxy, Glamrock Bonnie, and finally the 10th anniversary pin that I got for playing Secret of the Mimic. Here's the holographic card that I also got for playing Secret of the Mimic twice. Also, it says it's exclusively for Monday, September 2nd, but I didn't go Monday. I got this Sunday, so I think it was a misprint. I don't really know. Here is the prize ticket that TNT gave me after he won his game. It's so cool. Here are some of the sticker sheets that I got at the Arts and Crafts booth. They're so cool. We have Glamrock Freddy, Roxy, and Freddy / Balloon Boy. Here are the fast coins I ended up getting. Let me take them out for you guys. Here's an up-close view of it. It just says 10th anniversary, and here's the back. It's just Freddy. Here's the Dreadbear U2s that ID's Fantasy ended up giving me. It's so stinking adorable. Next up, here are some more items that were gifted to me by fans. This is what William ended up giving to me. It's such a cute little toy Bonnie card. And then someone drew this. It says #1 Track Olympics, and it's an adorable Foxy print. Oh my god, so on brand. These will both definitely be in my stream background somewhere. And finally, my last thing from my haul is my badge, actually, that I got signed by a bunch of the Steel Wool employees and a regular sauce. It's so awesome. This is probably my favorite thing that I got the whole trip. And that's it. PAX West 2024. This was genuinely the best weekend of my entire life, and I just want to give an extra special thank you to Steel Wool Studios and a regular sauce for making this a reality. I cannot wait to see you guys next year. Also, quick shout out to all my channel members. I love you guys so much and thank you for all the continuous support. Also, guys, I wanted to let y'all know that I've been super active on Twitter recently because of PAX West. If you want to see all the behind the scenes of this video and from the PAX West experience, make sure to follow my Twitter.